Hey, this is the Pizza here, and I'm questing in the Savage Lands. Right now, the Savage Lands is currently the area that I need to be questing in, because the area that matches my level. Weeping Coast, I've done almost all the quests there, so there's not really much left for me to do, and I do have a lot left in Dust Devil Canyon, because I kind of blew through that area so I could get to Ravenfell, and I never really went back because I don't particularly like the area. And I don't like Savage Lands either because every monster has about 20,000 health. And for a low DPS class like mine, it's not a fun experience. It takes me about a minute and a half to kill one thing. And, you know, some quests require you kill... Well, so far the most I've encountered is 10, which isn't too bad. But, you know, I'm expecting when I get into the later quests in all these chains, they're gonna ask me to kill, you know, 20 of something. And it's gonna be a tedious and exhausting experience. But I do have my tier 6 Malarix Iron Hammer, recently tiered. It took me quite a while, and tiering is probably my least favorite thing to do right now, because it was just not, it wasn't fun, okay? I just went into the login screen, created a character, got it to level 10, went over, send him the fusion stones, the gear I needed to transmute so I could get the mana stones, and then sent it back. Repeated that process. Let's see. I already had about 30 charges before I even started, so that was a nice little boost. But I still had to repeat the process 7 or 8 times. So, you know, 7 or 8 guys getting to level 10, which compared to getting geared to tier 7, which is 360 charges, which would be 36 people to level 10. I'm not looking forward to that when I get my trader from Treasure Trove. But back to the Savage Lands. So the reason I haven't been putting out videos is because I really don't like the area because of the whole 20k health. But I decided, hey, why not quest? Might as well try to level up a little bit since I haven't gained a level in forever. And it kind of reminds me of the area in Ravenfell around the Wind Altar. It reminds me of that area, kind of mixed in with the Elven Islands architecturally. And it's, I don't know how to describe it. It's just kind of, I guess I really haven't spent enough time in there to accurately, you know, say what it's like. But it's just kind of general. There's not really anything too interesting to explore yet. I'm sure there is in the more western part of the map, because I see a lot of landmarks over there. So I'm sure there's a ton of interesting stuff that way. But for now, I'm hanging around the eastern part, killing some reindeer, some raptors, and yeah, there are raptors. Jurassic Park style raptors. So you'll notice I have a little bit less health now, and the main reason is because I recently also transmuted my Red Thunder Shin Guards, which replaced my cloth boots that I used to have. And the Shin Guards, instead of just stacking a bunch of stamina on it, I decided to stack a stamina 10 and a strength 10. So that's plus 35 stamina and then plus 35 strength, which adds up to, with the plus 20% multiplier, plus 42 stamina and 42 strength. And then the default for the Shin Guards was plus 20 stamina, then plus 50 defense, and then the 2 kind of trash stats off the fusion stones. So yeah, since I transmuted those, I do have about 200 less health, but the extra defense from the shin guards makes up for it. So now that I got my nice tier 6 hammer, I can try to do more clops so I can finish off my, well, not finish off because that's going to take a while, but build up my Red Thunder set. And I can also run some more instances to show you guys. And I might even try to redo my Forsaken Abbey solo now that I have a much better weapon. Well, I might try to redo it. I'm not sure if that'd really be too interesting for you, because you'd just be showing the same thing that I did last time, just slightly faster. And another thing is, I want to talk about macros. And if you don't know what a macro is, it's basically, it's an option in the game where you can kind of create your own skill that's built off of skills you already have. So create a skill that casts Holy Strike 3 times and then Punishment, which is one of the ones I have. Or, you know, cast a skill that, you know, create a skill that gives you all your buffs with one click or one press of the keyboard. And another thing, saying another thing a lot. One more thing is, you'll notice I click a lot instead of using the numbers on my keyboard. It's because when I'm questing like this, I really just laid back in my chair, actually playing with one hand. After I go into combat, I just kind of lean back and just play with one hand the entire time. I don't even have my other hand on the keyboard. I might be, you know, drinking a soda, eating some chips, you know, but I'm not paying attention really paying attention that much. I'm just going through the steps of clicking on my macros, which I actually show you right here. You can look up some guides online on how to do macros. There's a lot of stuff you can do, like you can say certain stuff in between them. You can set circumstances, like only cast this if, you know, yada yada. And like I also have a macro for assist, so if someone needs help with something, I can go and assist them. Here's my Hammer of Light, which is Holy Light's Fury, weight 1.25 seconds, then Holy Smite, weight 8.25, and then Holy Smite again. And the reason I have it at 1.25 instead of 1 is because with just flat out 1 second, I noticed that sometimes it would say it's still cooling down when it got to the next spell, and so it wouldn't cast it at all. And with 1.25 seconds, I don't waste too much time. I waste a quarter of a second, if that, and I'm almost guaranteed that it doesn't say cooling down when I'm trying to cast the spell again. So it's really nice that I have both my main DPS combos attached to macros, so I can just focus on, I don't have to focus as much on, you know, clicking something 3 times exactly, then clicking the other one, and then, you know, clicking something 1 time, clicking it again, watching the cooldown timer, making sure I get it right on before the spell wears off. And so that frees me up to focus more on what my enemy is doing in case they're about to cast some sort of, you know, party destroying skill. Like before the recent updates, because I'm pretty sure they took out Dark Power release for a lot of the bosses as the generic AoE attack. Instead they replaced them with more specialized attacks. Because I ran Forsaken Abbey on my mage a while ago, and noticed that Ankelon didn't use Dark Power release as much and had a new attack. So I can focus more on the enemy, see what they're doing, you know, stop them from casting the party destroying spell. So that's all the time I have today. Till next time.